This morning, as I mentioned before, we went for the break. I was talking about how to identify investment opportunities, bring up ideas, and make some money for yourselves in all of this. The space that you find yourself, I'm sure you can find something that can get you some income. Very, very important. And so this morning, Seth Dodu is my guest, the CEO of 5GS Media, and he'll be helping us understand some of these things, how you can look out for such investment opportunities and all that. And so let's get into the conversation real quick. Seth, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Fantastic. Now, how do people identify opportunities around them? Many a times, I say, you can spot the child, they see some opportunity for this thing. You see another person saying, nah, go work. What is the other person seeing that the other person is also not seeing?
Well, when it comes to investment or opportunities around us, it depends on the person you are, like who you are.
Okay.
Are you and what you have. See, when you don't have money, you have a lot of ideas. The ideas are not basically opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you determine who you are, then you know what you have, then you start to know which opportunity or what is opportunity for you.
Okay.
So for me, I just put the whole life game as a field. It's a football field.
Okay.
Even though we lost yesterday. All right. So I put life as a field.
Okay.
And I write what I call goalpost. So with a goalpost ideology, I have to set a goal, a personal goal, financial and investment goal.
Okay.
So my vision out there is that I have to employ people, create or employment opportunities, because that's the only problem I spotted rising up. Because starting from the village, I was asking myself, what am I going to do? Even in SHS, they were asking people, what will you be doing after school? Which course will you be reading?
Will you be studying and all that?
I told myself, I just want to employ people. So that is the first thing I found for myself. I set this goal. I had the goal that I want to employ people. So on the field of play, my goal post, the ultimate vision is to employ people. So my mindset is to start business, do farming, do this. Anything I see as a loophole, I tackle it. So anybody out there who is trying to fish out for opportunities, you can adopt this strategy. Measure the area around you. Set a goal post for yourself. The goal is your vision. In order to set the vision, you have to know yourself. So I call that one self-mastering. You have to master who you are. And you can only master yourself if you read books to build a good philosophy of yourself. So when you are coming, you know what you want in life. So you see opportunity because you are hungry for money, because you are hungry to employ somebody who is not working, because when you see somebody carrying a young child, carrying weight of load just to make a living, you are passionate for the person, you know the opportunities there.
Okay, but my question also will be how, because if you got to start anything, you need to be in a comfortable space before you can also think about people and say that I want to start a business and get people on board. So if you haven't worked on yourself first and haven't had that source of income where you are okay, how do you say you're going to put people in a business and also take care of them?
Yeah, okay. So Robert Kiyosaki classified us into different categories of investors. So we have the level 0.
Okay.
They are the people who have no money to invest. Sometimes it's not like they don't have money to invest, but they spend everything they get.
Okay.
So they are level 0. We started from there, and we are growing from that point.
Okay, sure.
And we have the borrowers. So you determine the borrowers just take money from people, use some to enjoy life and also invest some. But at the end of the day, it's a balancing issue. So they are still at the same level. Then we have the savers. The savers are focused on saving their money. They don't want to take risk. So they just want to be okay. But at the end of the day, in the long run, they end up like the borrowers. Then the last one I'll add and leave the rest is the smart investors. So the smart investors, they are also categorized into three. They have knowledge, they have the intellectual, they know book. But one of them doesn't want to invest. There is, I'm okay with what I'm doing. I'm okay with what I have.
Okay.
So they are the people that go to work like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Most of them. So they occupy that position. And the cynic are like, oh, this thing will definitely not work. If you start a photo studio, it wouldn't work. There are a lot of photo shoots. Like there are a lot of photographers
around. Okay.
They wouldn't go for it. Then we have the gamblers. The gamblers are the opposite guys of the cynic.
Okay, they're ready to take the risk.
Thank you. But no matter who you are, whether you are a zero investor or you have zero to invest, you are a smart investor, in any of the categories, you are a borrower or you are a saver, there's still an opportunity for you.
So this comes back to the point of you knowing yourself and getting
Exactly.
a flow. So I was thinking that when you know yourself and how you want to, get stuff done for you, then now you can put in the goal and say that, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, so when you know yourself, you have to position yourself.
Okay.
So let's go back to the field of play again, as I said. Now, the goalpost is the most critical area on the field.
Okay.
You will have to defend it or you have to go and score. So you have to position yourself based on what you want. Now, we've known that you have to know you, build your personal philosophy, have a vision, set a goal. Know the type of investor you are, whether you have nothing or you have something. Then you position yourself. Positioning means that you have to network. So me knowing you, you can put me on a spot that, because of my photography business, I know Seth. So let me call Seth to go and take this shoot for me. Let me use Seth for this wedding. Let me use Seth for this event. That is positioning.
Okay.
You network. So you travel. Positioning means you travel. If Accra is not working for you or if Jolu is not working for you, try moving to Abeka. If Abeka is not moving for you, try moving to Kotoku. When you get to Kotoku, you know that there's a shortage of vendors to get food. There are a shortage of food vendors.
Okay.
Even try Pokwase, you know that when you get to Pokwase, there are certain kind of food vendors there, meaning they lack another kind of food vendor. So positioning, network, travel. You have to travel. If you have the money, you can travel outside Ghana because we have people who have the money to do that.
Yeah, to do side businesses.
Yeah, and with them, mostly they see petty businesses as not profitable because if I'm earning like $5,000 a month and you want me to invest in something that will give me like, let's say $50 a month.
It's not going to work for them. They want a bigger one.
Thank you. So you travel to position yourself to match your goal. So based on what you are earning, when you travel, you go to Dubai, you go to UK, you learn, then you come back and invest in a proper thing that matches your status quo.
Wow. I think that really makes sense. So that is why you get that people live at a certain place and their businesses are at another place.
Exactly.
And as you mentioned also, if you do not have the eyes to see the opportunities, you may miss out on an investment opportunity that would get you some. And a very, very great points made there. Now, from positioning, what is the next thing that you have to do?
Okay, so now we've gone past go and the P for the post. So we are going to O. Another area to spot opportunity is that put in mind that any opportunity comes with risk. So wherever you see risk, then it means that there's an opportunity there. So when you are moving and you see that, okay, if I put my money in here, I risk losing 50% of it, I risk losing 5% of it. Wherever you can measure risk, there's an opportunity.
Okay.
So I put the O as opportunities comes with risk.
Okay.
So if you are going to invest, you check for the risks associated with the investment. If you don't check, you invest and lose all your money or lose a higher percentage of your money.
Okay.
You can even be locked in the business and you can't move out. So, one, you have to know that there's risks. Wherever there's risk, there's an opportunity. And wherever there's an opportunity, there's risk. So just look around you. Where are the potential places that you see risk?
Okay.
What is short in your locality or in your area that people are feeling lazy to do? People are thinking it's dangerous to venture.
Okay.
Is it the cost of rent? Maybe there's a shop there at a good location, but the cost of that shop, that's the rent for that shop, is high.
Okay.
And everybody is thinking, what if I take it and I'm not able to pay for rent the following year?
Yeah.
That's a big risk. But if you are ready, if you have positioned yourself, then it means that you will see an opportunity in that risk that everybody is
Okay.
dodging.
So that is to say, take a good risk.
Thank you.
A good risk, not just any risk like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Now, as we get to wrap up on this, let's talk about how to sustain your business, because that's one of the, you can start, but if you do not sustain it after a year or two, it dies down. Just share that with us, and let's wrap up.
On sustainability, I'll touch on, so that you let's say on my goalpost, that's the S&T is timing and sustainability.
Yeah.
So to sustain your business, you have to know the timing of your investment.
Okay.
Just know the time that you are putting money in, and always put in mind that you don't invest more than you can control at any particular point in time.
Okay.
So if you put this in mind, that if you cannot control 4 investments at a time, don't put your money in. Use what is left to sustain what you have. Okay. And also, because there's risks associated with businesses or with investment, you have to always get a reserve, so that if there's an unforeseen circumstance, you can use that to build on. Also, to build sustainability, maybe you are investing in my business, not in your own business. You have to look at the team that you're investing in.
Okay.
Check my credibility. Check the person's credibility. Are you investing in a friend's business? How have you moved along with that friend? Is he loyal? You measure those things. So you check the team, you check the loyalty of the team, you check their cash flows. If it's an existing business, check their cash flows. Are they expending more? Are they cutting down their expenditure? Going forward, are they trying to give their investors more profit? Or they are always increasing their expenditure? They are always increasing expenses. If that is so, then you have to take a decision on it. The best businesses are those that gives a lot of dividends or more profits to their investors.
Okay.
So when you are looking at it, check sustainability of the business that you're investing in. And how it will be able to stand the width of time.
Great. My final question to you will be about the youth, right? So a lot of people say that you should become entrepreneurs, get to do something on your own and all of that. Yeah. And you've mentioned all of these things as an advice to anybody who's watching and has been thinking for a long time that I want to do this, but the person is on the fence. What is the best advice? Can everybody be an entrepreneur? Even if you want to start, how are you going to get it done? Briefly before we go.
All right. So Ghana, we have a lot of shortages or gaps. So if any youth is interested or anybody can do something, let's form teams. Let's use the incubation hubs or the hubs.
Okay, I get that.
These people are there trying to train individuals. Let's get closer to them. If you are 2 friends, 3 friends, come together and put something to start something. If you don't have the capacity to start, find a person and learn from me. That's the first level. So I just encourage everybody to pursue business, not their own business, but to try to put their skin in the game. Either you have 10 cedis, you are investing into pure water. Like somebody will go and sell for you. You don't have the capacity to go and sell, but somebody can go and sell for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Even me, if a friend approaches me and says, "Hey, I have your studio. I want to buy you some cameras. Use it for rent because I do rentals too. So use it for rent. I'll take it.
Okay.
Let's explore those things and let's welcome our friends in our businesses. So far as they are loyal and they have good character.
Okay.
Because if you miss that and you bring them in, they'll
I was going to come to that. A lot of people do not like
Yeah.
to do business with friends and even family. But anyway, Sir Dodo, thank you so much for coming in this morning. It's been insightful listening to these things from you and for many of us. We'll see what we can use our monies for and look into the loopholes and all of those opportunities. And so there you have it. We had a conversation with Seth Dodo, who is the CEO of 5SG Media, and of course an entrepreneur, and helping us understand some of these things, especially with the youth.